I have two pretty cool things to show you today. Hello, welcome to Copperhead Road Homestead. My name is Daniel. This is my Kubota RTV X1140. This behind me, first, this big thing is a Land Leveler from Everything Attachments. I just went and picked it up yesterday. I waited like 12 weeks for it. They do a really good business there. People wait for their stuff, and they wait for their stuff because it's good stuff. So, and they stand behind it as well. Now, there's a lot more things I can tell you about this, but I'm not going to tell you much about it today because I've got something else to tell you about, and then I want to show you it in action. This behind it is it's a hitch from UTV Hitchworks. I think it's the Farmboy Sport-X, I believe it is. I'll have to look to be sure. I'll correct it on the screen if I'm wrong. It hooks into the hydraulics on my RTV X1140. It allows me to use it kind of like a tractor, of course without the PTO, but really very handy. I haven't got to use it too much either. I just took my Kubota RTV X1140 for the 50-hour service. They included that for me whenever I purchased it, and they put this on there for me, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to look at it too much. I've not used it too much. I've got a few other things that I can use it with that I can show you in the future, but I'll show you very quickly what it does. Let's go over here to the Kubota controls so you can see. The RTV X1140 has a dump bed on it. I really like that very much, and it's hydraulic. Right over here to the left, on your left-hand side when you're driving it, is the controls for it. The Farmboy has some quick connects on there that you can change it. So whenever you hook up the Farmboy, this controls it instead of the dump trailer. So the dump trailer you can't dump, you can't control the dump trailer at all at that point. You can only control the hitch with it at that time. But then in order to do that, and I can show you a little bit closer later whenever we do some other things. I might do a dedicated video to it. First thing, I've got to start it, and then this right here will control it in the back. You see it lifting the whole thing up? It's got 500 pounds of down pressure on it whenever you use it. Of course, this Land Leveler is about 700-800 pounds, so it can't really lift the whole Land Leveler. Let me take it to the back and show you again. Let me go control the hydraulics, and you can see it coming up and down. It's also got a float position. It doesn't push down or pull up. It doesn't do either. And that's what I'm keeping it in whenever I drag this. This over here as well. I don't know if you can see the Land Leveler here. It's got these, what are these? He says we should call them doohickeys, and I forget what they're called right now. I know. What are they? Are
they the thing that you dig in the earth?
Yeah, you dig in the earth with them.
But that's no name, is it?
I'm looking. They're called Scarifier Shanks.
Do they scale the tanks away?
No. So you can lower these and you can raise them. Right now I've got them raised about as high as I can use them because for this first couple of passes I'm just going to use the Land Leveler part of it. Then eventually I use these shanks on it. And these are made out of hard ox, so they won't break. And if they do break, Everything Attachments is really great about supporting their stuff. I've seen several times on their Facebook group where somebody will say, I just bent this, I just did that, and they say, I'll just ship you another one. So a really great customer service. I can't say too many good things about Everything Attachments, even though they didn't give me a discount. They wouldn't give me a discount for it, but that's okay. I wanted this anyway. The Farmboy they gave me a little discount for in order for me to show it to you. So I'll do another video completely dedicated to it and show you some other things about it later. Eventually I'll probably dig deeper with these Scarifier Shanks. We also have some water through here across the road, and we have a phone line, and we have electric across the road, so I've got to be a little bit more careful about using these. Let me show you what I'm aiming to fix today. This Land Leveler is not a cheap implement at all, but it's something that we need because this road back here is atrocious. I don't drive on this part of the road very much. Nan and Papa do this, but even the road just north of here, just keep on going, is a little rough in a few places. But one of the roughest places is right here where some water gathers, and I'm wanting to fix this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on here and I'm going to drag it back and forth 2 or 3 times. The RTV X1140, it's about all I can do in order to pull this very well, especially whenever it's I've done it just a bit. Let me show you. I've done it just a bit before I started the film, and right here it hit a root that's going across the road. So whenever it does stuff like that, there's a few roots going across the road. It kind of halts for a second, but I've got it in 4-wheel drive and I've got it in low, so I think if I make 2 or 3 or 4 passes down this road, it's going to make a huge difference for it. I'm just going to show you this one spot up here. Let's take a look. So I got bogged down once. I don't know if you could see if I was in frame whenever that happened or not, but it did fill in this hole just a little bit. I don't know if you can see very well or not, but it filled in this hole just a bit, and that was after just 2 or 3 or 4 passes without the Scarifier Shanks. I think this is going to do a good job. It probably would do a bit better if I had it on the tractor. It has a bit more power in it than this RTV X1140. I love the RTV X1140. Please don't get me wrong about that. I think it's a great machine. I really like it, and I'll probably use it for this, especially whenever it's just regular maintenance for it and it's not having to be fixed after years and years and years of neglect. That's the Land Leveler. I'll probably show you more in the future because I'm going to be using this. I'm hoping to use it once a month or so, once every 2 or 3 months, just go back and forth on the road with it in order to keep it all nice and smooth, and maybe that'll make it much more pleasant for us to drive down it. But there you go. That's what we were doing today. I wanted to share that with you. We just got this yesterday. Just got the Farmboy Sport-X hitch on there about a week ago. Those are just going to be extra little things on the homestead that'll help us, you know, maintain it. These are investments in the homestead, but when you have 150 acres of property and you have, you know, 2 families, because Nana and Papa live up the road and then we live down here, then it's worth it to invest in things like this. So we really appreciate you. If you like these kind of things, then like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you never miss a notification, and come back as often as you can. Thanks.